We're good? Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. Well, I was just reading the title, by the way, of the stream here, and it says No Books Given episode 7.
The 8? Oh, why didn't you tell me now? I could have fucking edited that.
I just noticed it.
You
2
piece of
seconds
crap.
ago. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 7 of No Books Given.
Retro.
Or his basement's like 78.
Just imagine it says 78. I'll fix it later. Fuck everyone.
It's gonna bug the shit
It's
out
gonna
of
bug
you
the
right
shit
now.
out of me. It's fucking bugging the shit out of me right now. Can I edit it while it's live? I can.
Yes. It's not bothering me. It's not bothering me. It's bothering me a lot. And that one's still green. Anyway,
There,
welcome to
happy with
episode
that,
78.
bitch?
I can't see this. I can't see the change. So no. Anyway, welcome
Damn it.
back to. Fine, I'll refresh the goddamn stream.
Oh
Anyway,
my God.
we're back to episode 78 here of No Books Given right here on the Horny Goat YouTube channel and the Horny Goat podcasting network. I hate you, basement. I just saw the change.
I'm nothing if not petty.
Oh my God. If for those who can't see this change, refresh the stream. It says No Books Given episode 7, and they just put the word 8 right next to the 7. You petty bitch.
Tom Petty.
Oh God. You guys know how it goes. We got some stuff to talk about. And you can join us in the conversation live here on the chat. And for the record, too, the video format of No Bucks Given is also now available on the Spotify. So for whatever reason, shit goes down with copyright infringement and bullshit. On YouTube, you can at least check the video version and the audio version of this on Spotify, but we're also available on audio on everything else. So make sure you guys check us out there,
We're
too.
spotting.
Yeah, we're oh my God, we're spotting so much. Last time I spotted. Anyway, we got JP, Heather, and Basement here with us this fine evening. How's everybody doing?
Very good. Doing all right. I cannot complain.
I'm going to complain a lot.
About what?
Everything. Pretty much, yeah. Fuck the world.
We'll get there.
I think we've been there for a
Is that a
while.
promise?
It is.
Promise. We got wonderful people joining us in the Chizat as well. We got MK3 Kratos, Federico, we got Jurgen, Alpha, and of course, Mr. Aru Shinju. Appreciate all y'all coming in and joining us. If anybody wants to support the stream as well and support the channel and our growth in a chance to conquer the world, feel free to use the super chat button that's now available on the chat if you are joining us here on the live YouTube version. All right. We got some stuff to talk about. We have things. Fuck the world, apparently. So does anybody want to get on the soapbox first with the fucking high sword? And
Be right back. So
What?
we can actually start with the topic. Go ahead.
How dare you leave in the middle of
what the
things?
fuck? What?
You need another drink.
No, I'll give him a
Oh.
drink.
What can I say?
Sperm.
Anyway. Basement, why fuck the world?
I don't know.
Well said. Moving on.
Apparently, Jurgen got his new tattoo. I hope it was a
Oh,
fuck
shit.
the world tattoo. That'd be good.
I still want my no regrets. That's the one I want.
I want to get 7-8 tattooed. Right under my right eye. Takashi 7-8.
Oh God. All right. As far as stuff we're going to talk about, how much of your sentence have you served? Only 7/8.
That's what that is.
Makes no fucking sense. What's up with Barack Obama's chef was found dead?
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone's
Drowned
speculating
in their pond.
they killed their chef for some reason.
The main story of this has changed so many times. Apparently, he was paddleboarding in their pond in their Martha's Vineyard home. And there's Instagram videos of him being a very versed swimmer and having no issues with swimming before this day, but he drowned in their pond while paddleboarding. And the police are leaving blanks in their notes as to what's going on with the investigation, and as well as they are protecting the identity of the second paddleboarder that was with him.
Yeah, it seems like nobody cares and nobody can ask questions.
What the fuck?
Nobody is allowed to ask questions. The Obamas themselves have lied several times about being there, not even being in the same state.
I'm wondering if fucking Barack Obama even finished his fucking statement. What happened, Barack? Well, he just trails off. We're gonna take him out.
Let me be clear.
Obama's personal chef that is drowned in his pond in Martha's Vineyard.
He was serving in a pond.
He drowned in his pond, and now
in Barack Obama's pond in Martha's Vineyard.
And Barack Obama is.
And then they saw pictures of Barack Obama with apparently a black eye and taped up fingers the next day.
What the fuck? What? Why is this like a bigger deal than it needs to be?
He's killing people. He's always been killing people.
Because Barack Obama
doesn't want the secret of Michelle being Big Mike getting out there.
No, Barack Obama was caught butt fucking the guy, and Michelle beat the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I thought you were my wife from the back, and actually the front.
It was hard to tell. Lights were dark, and so was she.
I'm not talking about skin color.
This is the first I'm hearing about this, honestly.
Exactly. If this happened to pretty much any other fucking political figure, but like someone's dead in your fucking pond while you're paddle boating.
Honestly, I haven't seen it, but I've really been paying attention.
Paying
attention to Twitter today, so.
A few days ago.
Sorry, I just when Basement said the whole thing about in the pond, I just like, hey, someone's dead in your pond, and I just started doing fucking Seinfeld noises.
I'm pretty sure it's not a pond; it's like a fucking lake.
It's a lake to the rest of us, but to the rich, it's a pond.
Sorry, I'm not
to the rich. The fucking
It's
Atlantic Ocean's
a kiddie pool. Well,
they end up there dead in the kiddie pool behind the house.
Not a.
Let me be clear. Wasn't mine. Yeah. Did you see that? Did you see that bird?
Did you see that orange man with blonde hair? Yeah, I swear he was here. He drowned him. He drowned him. He did.
Orange man with.
You know what happened? The guy didn't
acknowledge me.
So
you killed him.
I didn't see it.
Nobody knows the real story about what's going on with this whole thing, and the investigation seems to be up in the air.
What the fuck?
Well, how are they going to eat now when their chef's dead? Why is their chef? They have a living chef. Think about that. Think about the life you live.
Wait, can you know what? I bet he was drowning and nobody heard him because she's like, "Birdie, birdie, making your birdie,
trying so fucking hard, are you?"
He was drowning in Michelle Obama's poontang pie.
Birdie, birdie, birdie,
it's just the fucking beefy acres.
Booski, brazers, booski.
If she does, I have a feeling it is Arby's Mama's Burger.
You know, she probably sits on the end of the bed going, "Brock, you know, that was the worst I've ever had."
I bet you he's like, "Stop mansplaining to me, Michelle."
Let me be clear, Mission. I do not need to explain coitus at this level. I am master of cunnilingus.
How do you think she gets around on the paddle board? Paddle board. I can't speak. She just fucking queefs and her fucking flaps through the roast. It's like starting an engine.
Fucking lawnmower. Sorry, honey.
So, Basement, I have a question for you.
I'm going
to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen.
Oh no! Don't do it.
I have a question for you here. So I'm gonna fuck up.
I've got a question for you. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay. It's not a question at all.
Oh, God.
What I'll do is this. Oh shit! Not that. This. It'll take over quite a bit, but whatever.
JP and his adventure to Dick.
There you go.
Rated R starts Friday.
JP's adventure to Dickland.
He's dead.
Wait. JP's adventure to Dickland.
Acknowledge me.
Continue.
So, do you want to do this now? Because it's going to take. It'll take about 5
Set it up.
I set up the slideshow for 5 minutes, but there are some talking points to this.
I feel like I'm at work with you now.
We can discuss. Like the very first slide is actually something that we can discuss because what happened to me out in DC is trending on TikTok. Not what happened to me personally. So there you go. This is the vehicle, my rental vehicle that I had. It was broken into. And in discussions with the tow truck guys, it's like this is a thing.
Is it even easy to like
TikTokers-
hotwire new cars?
So
No.
get ready, Connor. Here's the thing. There is TikTok. There is TikTok videos out. People are saying it's a new challenge, like the Tide Pod challenge. How many Kias and Hyundais can you steal?
What are you gonna do with them once you steal them?
I
Go,
don't know.
how fast can you go to jail? The new TikTok challenge for people that have no brain.
So, okay, so the story behind this is, so this is the first night I was out in DC. Now, keep in mind, this is our nation's capital, right? You think, yeah, crime rate shouldn't be that high. Yeah, okay.
It's higher there than it is.
So, I forgot what I was going to say.
I hope that's
Well,
how your
the only
presentations at work go.
I had a point to this. So,
There was.
And there it went.
So I went to we were on No Bucks Given.
Yeah.
What else was going on?
Yeah. So when this happened, No Bucks Given was probably just getting ready to end. So I went to bed at like 2 o'clock. I think it was like 2 o'clock when I got off the call. If I remember right. Yeah.
Sure.
I wake up at 6 o'clock to my phone ringing, and it's the parking garage or the valet people because I parked in valet. Yes, Mr. Baker, your car was broken into. I'm like, what? Could you please repeat this? Because I had just woken up right out of a deep sleep. I was having a good dream too. She had big tits and everything. But anyway.
Then she stole my car.
I think she got in.
They called me and said your car had been broken into. And I'm like, oh, that's just fucking lovely. Am I going to have to? So of course, when I first wake up, I'm like, oh, fuck, man, this is a rental. The government's going to have to pay for $21,000 for this guy. I don't know how much this car is. This is a 2020.
So I'm pay for the whole fucking car. It's just pay for
$20,000 car or whatever. So I'm like, well, fuck me. So my boss goes, I told my boss, because I was there for a training summit for Children Education Coalition Summit. And what happened was I didn't get to go to the first day because they didn't sign up for anything. And he's like, I'm on the phone with him. I call him at 7 o'clock in the morning. He goes, hello. And if you know, Heather's met him. He's like a big bearded guy, like 6'6", 450 pounds, right? He's like a strongman competition guy. So
Damn.
he's like, I'm like, yeah, Dominic, so my car got broken into. And I had messaged him the night before. He goes, no biggie, just go sightsee. Like,
well,
okay. So he's like, what, I guess you got something to do now. Because I'm like, my car got broken into. So I'm going to be dealing with that. He's, well, now you got something to do. So I had something to do for that day, even though it wasn't the thing. So the story behind this is, I think I got the car about 3. When did I get back to my room? Probably like 4. Didn't I message you or something? Like, didn't I jump on Skype with you or that Discord with you? Like what time did I was like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, or whatever? I got back.
Yeah.
I got back to my room, did all my things, and what it was is the tow truck guy gave me a ride because it was AAA. Give me a ride to the place, to the airport where they take all this stuff, and I'd go, "You're gonna drop me off at the rental car place." He's like, "Well, they just told me that I needed to bring it here," and I'm like, "Okay, whatever." And then he's like, I'm like, "Well, where's the rental car place?" He says, "It's right over there." Well, that's not where it was.
He was at the drop-off point.
I was at the drop-off point. So they actually called. And I'm going to tell you right now, the whole time I was out there, great people.
Even the ones that tried to steal your car?
No.
I was going to say,
the people that I dealt with
We're
were great people. I never had an issue. The rental car place was like, "I'm so sorry." I mean, the valet people, every time I see them, "I'm so sorry, what happened to you?" I'm like, "Dude, you say sorry to me one more time, you're giving me $10. All right. But so that happened. So it was a rigmarole, but once I got the car, it was quick. I went to Walmart, got my food, came back, sat down, and the rest of the week went lovely. Sat in some meetings. We started talking about children. Here's another thing that I wanted to talk about.
Oh, God,
and
I like that.
This sucks. Because this is actually, well, let's talk about this. Did you guys know that this was a thing? This TikTok
Yes,
challenge?
it was a thing about 4 months ago, I think.
I would have loved to
apparently
be.
it's newsworthy out there. Like, this is a thing.
It's a daily occurrence.
It's as far as it being a trend, I think it's been kibosh. But for a while, yes, it was a trend.
It was like,
Apparently it's so
like
fun, too.
fucking swatting or something like that. I'd love to be like,
Mm-hmm.
if I could just like fucking do anything with my life, I'd love to like get in serious like jobs and just be the absolute worst at them. Like it'd be like a fucking detective to get called in who's like, yes, his car was broken in.
You basically want to be
immediately
Mr.
turn
Bean.
to JP
You basically
and
want to
question
be
him,
Mr.
"Did you
Bean.
break into your own car?" I'd love it.
You basically want to be Mr. Bean.
But he never had a fucking job. I don't know what the fuck he did.
Oh no, he did. Oh no, dude, that was the problem. Is that a lot of people are like, "Oh, poor Mr. Bean." I'm like, no. If you go back and watch, he's a fucking incompetent asshole who's a selfish prick.
That's why he's okay
Yeah.
to laugh at him.
But they did give me another rental car, and I did not use that car for the entire week.
And like show up to the scene. "And where were you, Mr. Baker, during the hours of 2 and 4 when your car was conveniently getting broken into?"
I mean, that's what I would have told them.
Please see this video.
No,
So-
my number one suspect is the man
The
who
guy
wrenched it.
got away. The person that tried breaking into the car got away.
He didn't drive away.
No, he didn't drive.
No, he did.
No.
He was in another car. The car that he was trying to steal wasn't a Hyundai or a Kia. That's the thing. He was trying to steal this for that TikTok video. My car that I had rented would have been on a fucking TikTok video. Here's the other thing to that story.
God damn it.
I left my personal car keys in the
Thought you were gonna
fucking
say purse. I
car.
swear to God, I thought you were gonna say purse.
I left my purse and my car keys in that car.
In San
If
Francisco.
you want to know, Heather would have fucking cut my dick off. You know what else I left in there? Her mouse.
The computer mouse from my computer that he took with him.
I said I don't need it. Here, you can use it though.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
like-
okay, so you went to the nation's capital and you left all this shit in the car and left the car unlocked.
Nope. The car was broken in. The doors were locked. He smashed the window out of the car.
Yes.
He smashed the passenger side out.
Remember how we both said that like the way JP originally said it in the chat was like it made it imply that like JP left the keys in the car.
Yeah,
No, it's yeah.
Now,
It's
I
his-
locked the door. He smashed the window. How he smashed it, I don't know. The security guard caught him because the car
Banged him.
went off. The
Banged
car went
raw.
off. the alarm went off on the car, and he tried breaking in. The security guard said, "Hey!" Apparently, the security guard said, "Hey." He got back in his car, and he broke the gate to get out of there. That's what happened.
All for those TikTok likes.
Oh, that's
What's wrong with
the
people,
shit.
man?
So, see, and this is where
Go ahead.
this is where I get to the thought of, and we wonder why the government wants this app banned. We got, out of this app alone, we got teenagers eating Tide Pods,
That's my favorite
teenagers
one.
beating up their teachers, teenagers and early 20-somethings cooking chicken in NyQuil. And now we have carjacking TikTok.
Hey, you can't forget about the people that are turning into video game NPCs.
Yeah.
Because they want people to.
They want the quick and
Acknowledge
easy.
me.
They want the quick and easy way out of getting fame and fortune and not having to work an actual fucking job.
They want to be influencers, and this is how they want to be influencers.
How did you grow up in the world becoming an influencer at such a stage? I stole Kias. That was my thing. I didn't drive away with them. I just broke in, I started them, and then I left.
So
How do you get
my-
famous? GTA? Oh, the game now.
My car is a Hyundai. So here I am, sitting here listening to this story, and I'm like, fuck me. Guess what I have sitting in a parking lot at the airport where I
In
flew
a
from.
very big city
In a
Wisconsin.
big city where this could probably be a thing.
You just
Yeah.
break into
I
your
know
own. You could
Hyundai.
break into your own car and be on TikTok. You could be TikTok famous right now.
Right?
But I mean,
It'd be
your car
even
would be
funnier
fucked.
if he made this video on TikTok, but got in the car the proper way using the fucking key.
You know, it'd be
started
fucking.
driving it away. That'd be the
You know
funniest.
what I
You should have just shot a TikTok video with this car, this Kia.
You know what I should do? I should make a TikTok video saying, "Look, motherfucker that tried breaking into my car. This is how you steal a Hyundai."
Just use the key to get.
Honestly, you should have
Brought
just
to you
made
by
it.
Progressive.
You should have made a TikTok video with this car the way it was. So this night after my car was broken into, they did a shit job. I'm going to show you how it's done. Finish it off. Run over the fucking concierge.
Hi, Phil Swifty here with breaking into people's cars.
Yeah. So the reason that I was out in DC was I was there for the Military Child Education Coalition. Our youth are fucked. Our youth are.
MCEC? MCEC?
So I'm sitting there, and the kids got up in front of like 150 adults. This guy gave this presentation about mental health, right? Which that's what this whole thing was. This whole week was about mental health. Which, yes, mental health is an issue, and I am not disputing that.
But
But
mental
this guy
health
got
is
up
like
there, and
just
he
a
started talking about kids.
blanket statement.
Mm.
Started talking about how kids want to be treated.
Like
And
they
this,
fucking
one of the
need to be
kids,
treated.
one of the kids got up there and said, "I don't like constructive criticism. I like constructive compliments." I about stood up and said, "I don't like when a teenager tells me I can't constructively criticize them, so I'm going to give you a constructive compliment. Sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up."
I'll just get up and be like, I don't like you.
But I do want to say this, that military kids are, if you are close to an installation, an active duty or military installation, you're fine. If you're in the Army Reserves,
There's
fucked.
nothing for you.
There's nothing for you. Nobody gives a shit that you're a military child. Like my daughter, thank God I retired. My oldest, I now know how she feels being a military. There was nothing for her. She had no support. My whole goal is to ensure, and I'm seriously considering doing this, writing You write your congressman and you say, I'm very passionate about what I do. You write your congressman and you say, how come military children on the reserve side are not being taken care of? Now, they went and changed, so it's all military children, right? But what they don't tell you is that you have to be close to a military installation.
Mhm.
Army Reserve children, soldiers, not all of them live near a military installation. They live in podunk towns like
So
mine.
let me ask you a question. For like Army Reserves, how often are they called in to do anything?
So, but the point is, imagine being deployed. It's for deployment, more so for deployment. How often do they go in? They go in once a month, or it's 21 days a year.
Yeah,
Unless-
There's 21 consecutive days. So they do their training.
so
Their
like I
annual
guess
training.
what I'm kind of like getting at is the I think like wouldn't the like support for the children be an absence of like a father figure or a mother figure if she's in the army, like the person that's not there at the time? Isn't that what the support's for, or what's?
No.
No, the support is like resources, like if they are short on something.
So it's really, it doesn't matter. Yes, I get what you're saying, but it's not right. If I'm being true on this, you can't say, well, you only do this 2 weeks you only do this 2 days or 1 weekend a month and 21 days a year for active duty training. You can't say that because that child yes, he gets 3 weekends, but imagine, I have seen soldiers that are on active duty or in the reserves have to come to drill and miss their child's graduation because drill weekend falls on the same weekend. Is that fair?
Well, I mean that's every job.
No.
No, because from your regular job, you can just request the day off in advance time. whereas
Not
with
my
your
regular job.
You cannot.
I'm telling you right now, they have to put in a request to not be there 90 days out just to miss that training.
That's pretty much the same for my work right now. I missed both my
And that's
nephew's
fine,
birthday
and that's
because I
fine.
got rejected
But-
for them.
That shouldn't be a thing. You should never, ever, ever miss anything that your child does.
And I think that should be just like for everything that exists. But
Agreed.
every job I've ever worked is like business needs come before the needs of anything else.
You call in sick, you feel like you're being thrown into a massive inquiry.
Yeah, well, that's what happens, right? Eventually, like I tried the right way. Now I'm gonna take the wrong way because you forced my fucking hands.
It's funny you say that. Like the job that I have currently is actually the first job that I can recall where I was actually like, stop working, go home. You're not here. Like, don't worry about fucking work. And I'm not being like penalized for it, which I'm like,
Mine is just
this
like-
is
My job,
weird.
my job is, she'll tell you, my boss will say,
If you are off, you are off.
no.
I think the
if
problem
something-
is my work is like my work is emergency, like it has to operate.
Right.
So I think that's
I
the
get
problem with not being
True.
there.
I get it. I get it. But the reserve soldier is training. It's not something that they can't make up.
Yeah, it seems like it's a huge ask for something that is because this is the schedule we made. You have to adhere to it regardless of your life. For something that's so, like I'm gonna say part time, even though I'm just gonna use that word because I have no idea
But
what
for
else.
reserves, it is considered part time.
Yeah.
However, the point is, when that soldier deploys to go overseas, that child has no support. Now imagine being, I want you to, I'm going to do a time to kill thing. Close your eyes. Imagine you are a child at 13, 14, 15 years old. I'm being serious. I'm not fucking joking. Imagine you're a 13, 14, 15-year-old child. Your father is deployed. You don't have a father figure. It's only you, your siblings, and your mother. And they have to take care of everything. You are in a little town where you don't know if there's anybody like you. As far as, you're a family of a military family, right? You have nobody to go to. Nobody knows how you feel. Nobody knows what you're going through. Do you want to know why our suicide rate is so high in the military and with military children? That's why. Because there isn't enough fucking support for these children. Now, at military installations, really close to military installations, not all 50 states are along this line. Right. My state is not. I'm pretty pissed about it. I want to go punch our governor right in the fucking throat because he's a former educator. The Iowa fucking governor is the same fucking way. I want to go punch her in the fucking vagina and say, hey, look, you need to start taking care. You need to start taking care of. I have 16,000 soldiers and families. So don't tell me there's not enough. There's 20,000 soldiers and families in fucking Wisconsin. You can't tell me that there's not enough fucking people in this fucking state. One is one too fucking many.
Honestly,
and
I feel like the government.
Issue. I have a real. It doesn't fucking matter. I have a real fucking issue with our fucking government pissing away fucking money, sending it to fucking Ukraine and saying, well, we got to take care of other people. Fuck us. Fuck that shit. That's what pisses me off. That fucking
that's like every single time, like when it's like a fight for what is right for humanity, for the humane side of things. And I've had these conversations at work. I'm like, how do you leave people like this or do this to people? And it's like, well, it's not in the budget. We can't do this. Yet the fucking you can't tell me that when the money that you're giving some fucking jackass. And I stood in a meeting with like the actual person that's in control of my entire department, right? And she doesn't know what the fuck's going on. She's making fucking $500,000 a year, doing absolutely like I'm not saying she's doing nothing. It's just like you ain't doing $500,000 a year worth of work. I can guarantee it.
Everybody underneath us are doing it.
Everybody that works at my job is overpaid. Every single fucking person, myself included, because they need to overpay to keep people at that job.
Yes.
Correct. But I implore people. My basement, you can't do much. I get it. You're in Canada, and
I'm gonna start a riot by myself.
We'll need to implore a basement. You can't do this.
They can put the American military youth. I'll go to Ottawa.
If you are watching this and you live in the United States,
I might.
Please go to mcec.org.
I knew it was MCEC.
It's an organization, and it will. If you live in a state that is not colored, I implore you to write your fucking congressman and ask, why in the fuck are we not taking care of all? And it was explained to us why. It's for all military children.
If they qualify.
Unless you live outside of a military installation. You have to live within so many miles of a military installation.
Oh my god, the shit that pisses me off with the government.
They tried changing the
legislation. I'll be right back.
They tried changing the legislation, but it got shot down.
Yeah, because the thing is with the government, it's going to be like, as long as it shows well, it doesn't matter what it actually means. We can say we do all this shit, and then there's going to be that asterisk right beside it. Unless 18,000 fucking bullet points are met, you can't get this. But they're going to go out on the podium and be like, we've done this for these people and this for these people. For who? You've made the like restrictions to apply or get anything from this so almost impossible that instead of helping the hundreds of people that need help, thousands of people that need help, you've helped maybe 8 people.
Now, I will say this on the good note of this. Each state does have a liaison where you can reach out to that person in that state and say, I have a military child here. What can we get them? What resources can we get them? But if you are a military child that lives near an installation, they have one in the fucking school actually there, and they have there's training for this. I'm thinking about fucking taking it. Because I literally want to go around to every school that's around my area and know how many students do you have that have parents that are in the military, because they need to be taken care of. They're afforded benefits that they don't know. That's what this is about. You want to take care of your fucking youth? Take care of your youth. Don't just say, well, we're doing this. That's great.
But what about the rest?
But what about the rest?
I deal mainly with people that are looking for benefits that they don't qualify for because of some arbitrary fucking stat. It's like, oh, you were off by like $5 of earnings? Guess what? Fucked. It's that ridiculous.
In New York, when I first started working at Harley and Obamacare kicked in, that fucking bullshit. At Harley, I was making $1. Literally $1 too much for state insurance. But I did not work enough hours to get covered by the employee's health care plan.
Okay.
That's pretty much what the writers are striking for. They don't make enough to get the fucking health care.
Stop looking for this astronomical plan.
No, I think they just don't make enough to get anything.
Aaron, when I say installations, I'm talking military installations. I'm talking about Army bases like Fort Hood, Fort Jackson, the Air Force bases, the Marine.
Build Fort Tough.
You know, the Navy bases.
You want assistance for your military child? Oh God.
So if you're not within a radius of that military installation, there is nothing they can do for you. Especially if the state doesn't cover what I'm talking about. And I could go into that. I don't want to.
I mean, I can go into a lot of the... It's boring shit, but...
If you want that information, reach out to me and I will give it to you.
I can go into the boring shit of like qualifications for certain government things at work. I'm not going to because I'd rather kill myself.
No, I'm not. I don't know that this is okay. So now the fun stuff. So, well, there's a couple of things in here. We're gonna stop along the way, but most of these are.
Come join us in this hijacked Kia as we
sure
drive along DC.
So this next slide is the beginning of my picture taking.
The beginning of the end.
You wish it was the end.
Ah, look at that big dick.
Okay, this right here is William Tecumseh Sherman. He is the one that marched on Atlanta.
Oh, it kind of looks like a horse to me.
Well, it is. And look, motherfucker, it was fucking 130 fucking degrees, all right? Hey, there's the south end of the fucking White House.
Oh, you should have rated it.
Do you want to know how far I'm standing away from that?
How
like
far?
2.5 miles.
And they let you?
Did you have your bullhorns?
I was walking down the street.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Okay.
Who's that sexy babe in the reflection?
That's me taking that picture. That's pretty cool. That's the wall. The Vietnam War.
Okay. I know what it is, but the way he built it up was just kind of very generic. Like, that's cool. That's a wall.
Is that what is that look like? Wait, hold on, go back.
Okay,
what is this?
Okay, so this picture here, the girl that's taken, what she's doing is she's etching. She was crying when she was doing that.
Just etching another name?
Names of her family that were on that wall.
So this right here, and I had to write this. I don't know if you can read that above. It says, in honor of the men and women of the armed forces of the United States who served in the Vietnam War. The names of those who have gave their lives and those who remain missing are inscribed in the order that they were taken from us. And that wall it's long.
Yeah.
There's 60,000 names on that motherfucker. So.
When I was in DC a few months ago, We drove by it, but if I had a choice, if I had my choice of what memorial to visit, that's the one I would have wanted to.
That's the only reason that I did this, is to go to this. This was
It really is a little bit like mind blowing, I guess.
It also goes back to this was
Mhm.
something that was supposed to be awarded to his father before his passing, but he passed before the plans could come through.
Yeah. So I did the trip for him, not the Badger Honor flight, but yeah, this was very, and there's nobody insignificant. I don't know anybody that passed on this wall at all. But I'm pretty sure that if I would have had a name of a soldier that my dad served with that passed, I would have taken a picture of it. This is just names. There's the White House. I am literally standing fucking 2.5 miles away from that. This picture here, people leave stuff right along the, so touching. I literally fucking, I lost it. I almost really started crying. This is the beginning. This right here is another monument next to the wall, and it's in memory of the men and women who served in the Vietnam War and later died as a result of their service. We honor them. This gentleman here. So, give me a minute, okay? Didn't know my dad. And if you're reading what is put there, think about this. I stopped. He was talking to people, like he's a veteran, and he, was just there telling stories. That's what he was doing. He was telling stories and telling kids, what it was like. And they'd ask questions and stuff. And I walked up to him and I shook his hand, and he's standing at attention when he's talking to me. I'm like, you can at ease, because I'm not an officer, mother, So he's like, I leaned over to him. I leaned over to him and said in a nice, gentle voice, I said, he was talking to me, we were just back and forth. He was explaining his whole thing. I said, I'm here visiting the wall. My dad just recently passed away. We never got him out here to see it, and I'm doing it for him. And this gentleman, I leaned forward, and he goes, I appreciate that. And I said, have you ever been welcomed home?
Vietnam was notorious for that.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
And the only reason I say that is in my conversations with Dad, he was never welcomed home. He was spat on. He was called the baby killer. He had water. He had shit thrown at him, like literal shit thrown at him.
They had to load them basically onto prison buses to protect them from the rocks.
Yes, they had rocks thrown at him. And I leaned forward and I said, and I felt an honor. And even if the motherfucker was lying to me, I don't care. I said, welcome home to him. And that's when I put this all together today. I said, I want everybody to read what I wrote. Don't take for granted that the men who wear, or women who wear veterans hats, especially Vietnam veterans, have been welcomed home. Don't be afraid to walk up to them, shake their hand, and say, welcome home. Because that sometimes, and that guy was angry. Put a fucking smile on his fucking face. Imagine that. I just changed that guy's mood from I'm mad because people don't care to somebody saying welcome home. That hit me really hard. So, for all of you out there, do not be afraid to walk up to a veteran and say welcome home. It's not going to hurt. What are they going to do? Tell you I didn't serve? Or thank you for your service. You get what I'm saying. I don't. I know. You get
the curtains on. Oh.
Vietnam War Memorial. This one's for you, Dad. Love you. Miss you. And I'll see you soon.
Oh, I can think of to say.
Michelle, Kara, Jarrett, Joe. Love you
My
guys.
brothers.
Just thought this would be something that you guys would appreciate and understand. Standing here, I'm telling you, is even
that's raw
he
emotion.
long and
I'm telling you, if you ever get the chance to go see this thing,
some of his
go visit it. I don't care where you live.
Their
You had
names
Canada.
are the only thing that we have.
Did you say?
So for all of you that served, love you guys, and Semper Fi, do or die.
That is the Marine.
Sorry, the flight transitions have me in stitches a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
This right here is the nurses and female or women's memorial, and I forgot to add one in there. That was the Washington Monument from the Lincoln Monument. This is my travel buddy on the way home.
Why is it holes in it?
It's about to fall out.
Spot the bolt that's about to fall out.
Okay. Are there holes in it?
That is actually a picture of Michigan and Lake Michigan. You just can't see it. Now, keep in mind, that's Wisconsin.
That's a picture of an
Keep in
airplane.
mind, I'm talking to you while all this is going on. That conversation we had.
Hold on. I need a minute. You have a picture of the fucking airplane wing. You're like, oh, it's Michigan Lake, maybe you just can't see it. Trust me, that's what's behind the wing. Hey.
That's what I like to see.
Thank you, Gino.
That's me thanking Gino while we're in the air.
Your fucking word over your Bret Hart
This
glasses.
is us. This is
Hey,
watch.
give it to a kid
It's
after he's off the
gonna
plane.
happen. It's gonna
It
happen.
already did. I heard the ding. The ding was after the shake.
Nope, there's the shake. I'm going like this. That's
Do
mad.
the shaky leg.
Did you yell Brett? Brett!
As soon as he got off the flight, he gave his glasses to a kid.
And then punched the kid in
This
the
is us
face.
coming in. This is us coming in at the end.
And that's where I thought I was going to crash. And there, and there.
Why? That's just that marking the axis perfectly.
I was actually pretty alright
We are
here.
rocking like a hurricane. This is what it's like when you land. I don't know why.
And that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's us landing. And I say, and we are. I timed pretty good.
We are landing.
If this just cut to an edit of something exploding, I would have fucking missed my
Cuts
pants
to like
laughing.
fucking someone raw
That
dogging
would've
someone.
been great, but if you'd let me do it.
Here's the thing.
Uh,
We are people who take things for granted. I can honestly say I sometimes am one of those people as well. We can always be better as people, and I wish that we had politicians who were here and watching this. But think before you talk, because you don't have our best interest at heart, only yours. In the infinite words of myself, my balls, your chin.
lay upon
Thanks.
it. Let
There's
him
so
lay
much
upon
to
it.
love about.
I feel like
There's
it was
so
a
much to.
religion. That's what I would say.
There's
Let him lay
there's
upon
so
it.
much. There's so much to love about how this is very. This is a very apropos ending to a PowerPoint presentation by JP. Like this feels natural. This feels like the universe is right.
And that is the end.
Let him lay upon it.
Wait, where is it?
For he who lays the first ball.
On thy chin?
On thy chin shall throw the
Dice.
first rock into my ass.
I was very
Constipated?
no. I'm being completely honest with everybody. I was that day, not the flight, but the day that I did all this stuff was very eye-opening for
It's
me.
almost like your Kia was broken into for a reason.
I mean, everything happens for a reason, right?
It was both eye and car opening.
It's both eye and Ki opening.
But I if you guys want a copy of that, I will send it to you. Just give me your email. I have more pictures. I didn't get one picture that I should.
Ki, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Kia,
Let me,
I hate you.
let me-
I hate me.
Broken?
It's a stretch, but whatever. So was that image JP.
400-pound monster.
Might be.
Wide mode.
Who wants to be the Y champion?
Just give me a second. There's one picture that I didn't put in here.
Never.
It's okay. We can move on. I'll pull it
Yes,
when I get it
please.
pulled up.
So
I
that was only
Alright.
supposed to be 5 minutes. It ended up taking half an hour.
Well, there was talking points. I told you.
Talking points?
He
Moving
did have
on.
TPs. TPs.
He did have a prayer at the end.
I was in prayer.
Fucking Mitch McConnell, this dirty fucking slut.
Oh.
What the? He just fucking just.
That's the one I'm showing.
Hold on.
He had major malfunctions in the brain for a minute.
Man,
On my
man,
TV.
did not the media did not waste a single fucking time making the memes of him. And
He fucking
thank
stroked out on stage. Like,
Did, and that is why we need
Just saw
Age
the
limit.
picture.
age limits.
Yeah, please, love of Christ.
Where it is right now.
it's him and it's the fucking 90-year-old wheelchair accessible
Yes.
that they need to get rid of. Like, yeah. If you're there to address the fucking audience about what's happening in the world with their government, and you're just like, and I do shut down.
I literally watched his eyes wander to the side. It was just one
He
of those
no,
moments.
his eyes didn't wander. He just
No, he just
Like,
stopped.
it's
This is the
stare.
actual.
Like
it is.
this.
There it is.
he
It's just
he
fucked.
it's Biden can't finish a sentence.
No.
He can't talk in general.
Mitch McConnell cannot.
Start a sentence. Well, he can't.
He's having a stroke.
He's definitely having a stroke, 100%.
Yeah.
And everybody is like not addressing it as a medical emergency. Everyone around him is just like, let him do his thing. This is how he does it.
Now.
Well, the one dude walked up to him, and I can't remember his name, but he walked up to him. Well, the one guy, he's like, I don't think this guy's okay.
This wasn't
Yeah,
even like
That's
you couldn't even like. There's a guy in the back that looks like a Russian mobster. The guy in the back that looks like a Russian mobster is like, oh shit, something's wrong.
He had a concussion a couple of months ago.
He's definitely fucked in the brain because you can see like he's in the middle of an actual sentence. He's like, "Hey, you," or he said something where there was definitely going to be a word following, and then he just stood there and he was like grasping onto the podium for dear life.
a critical error has occurred.
It's time. It is time for both sides to start telling these old look.
It's time.
Retire.
Get out of here.
There needs to be an age limit.
Would you like to purchase WinRAR?
I would love to see like a flash cut of this to like just dirt being thrown in a coffin.
or the dancing pallbearers.
Oh yeah.
Either side. I don't. If this happened to Biden,
They're
would be-
ancient. They're old as fucking dirt, man. It's time to go. Everybody knows, like, as you get older to that state, You're fucking
You heard-
everything deteriorates.
Does anybody
Yeah.
does anybody know the show Mummy's Alive? Well, it's our current White
Yeah,
House.
here he is. Look at him.
Or the
Turtle,
Will
turtle, turtle.
So our this is what I was talking about. In my previous in the slides, I'm like, they don't know what's in our best interest anymore.
He doesn't even know what is in his best interest. He's out there fucking stroking out on the main stage.
But Mitch McConnell does not want to give up his seat because he is afraid that
Whoever takes his seat is going to fuck up what he started.
The
Yes.
problem is with a lot of these like older politicians is that okay, if it was a, you know how many people welcome fucking retirement? People that work hard. The people that if somebody's like, I don't want to retire because I just can't give it up. In some ways I understand. In some ways I'm like, if you're in the political circle, you're basically like, I don't want to leave hell. I got used to living here.
Yeah.
I do not want like the jobs that these guys have.
Nobody wants it except for the people below them.
Nobody, and that's what I'm getting at. I don't want their job. I'm not saying.
But this is like
I can do it. I'm not saying, hey, I could do it better. But this is a job where your brain has to be very functional.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
else
telling
you're
you right
gonna
now,
make-
though, government work in general, I think, allows people to work way past that fucking point of destruction.
But not in this capacity. This guy.
This guy needs to be on his shit, and obviously he's not.
Yeah.
Yes, he is the Republican Senate leader.
Look at him.
Yes, I know. This is what I'm saying. You cannot have these 82, 83-year-old men because they can't think on their feet. And what I mean by think on their feet is they can't make a quick decision anymore.
Honestly, when it comes to like people that are in like full like physical and cognitive control at like 83, it's a very few percent of people. The problem is he's getting paid $1 gajillion to sit there, and he's not going to give it up. Because once he's done working, he's going to be dead in like a year. He's already dead.
Nancy Pelosi is fucking retiring. She's retiring.
Yeah, well, she's like 70,000 years old.
She's the oldest. She's the oldest one. She's like 87.
No, there's that old fucking bitch in the wheelchair, 90 years old.
Einstein, she's 90. Maxine Waters, she's only like 70.
I was gonna say if you say she's anything below 70, I call bullshit.
Honestly, I feel like when it comes to most jobs, 65 years old needs to be the cutoff point. You're out. Get out of there. If you want to own your own business, you can work until you're fucking done. But you want to work in the fucking government, 65 years old, get the fuck out.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
No.
He can't even say that. He's just gonna be like,
no.
He's like, sir, Mr. McConnell, why shouldn't you be fired? Why shouldn't you be forcibly retired? And he just looks at you. He just looks at you and stares.
Here's the problem with our fucking country. Everybody that's in a leadership role,
the White House is a fucking old folks' home.
Is a step away from death.
Yeah. And if you're a step away from death, how much do you really care about life?
I think most of the WCW roster.
This guy is.
This was just hilarious to me because it's like if you add this to the fucking Chef Boyardee being killed in the paddle boat, you add these two things together. If this happened on like Trump's fucking presidency, it would be all over for everybody.
Every fucking day.
I don't find it funny. I find it
funny because I don't live there.
No, well, yeah, but I find
the problem is, Basement, it should be scaring you because you said it yourself.
But whatever, Canada's fucked.
Here soon follows up there.
Mm-hmm. We don't have the elderly. We just have the Justin Trudeau,
yeah,
which is the worst thing ever. Fucking.
We don't have all of our elderly there.
We kill them and eat them. Stay alive.
moose hunting.
Yeah, they need to get him
I mean,
out.
after this, you need to have a serious discussion, and everyone's going to be like, "Oh, we all made fun of it, and then we're moving past it." Oh, what? No, this guy fucking phased out mid-conversation.
Right.
You ever get to the point where you're like, "I wish Thanos was a real fucking person"?
A lot lately.
Regular conversation. This was actually an announcement from Congress that was supposed to be. I think it was involving Hunter Biden's case.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's convenient.
Something along the lines of that, or something to do with Ukraine. That was he was going to be talking about, but still,
Perfect. We'll get him up there next week. It's fine.
yeah.
It's gonna be Uncle Bernie next week. What are those strings controlling him?
And yes, Spaceman, I've been wishing upon the Thanos blip binning for quite some time. Just being walking around outside going, what the fuck? Yeah. Oh yeah, there's aliens, right?
Yeah, this is what I put in there because they throw this out, and in the same day we learn quite a couple of interesting things. One being Hunter Biden's plea deal, fucking kiboshed by his own lawyer.
Not too shocked about that one.
Yeah, I'm not either. And also, NFT boy getting off free.
And the thing is, nobody cares anymore about, like, it's all clickbait. So if the headline doesn't wow, and I mean, when it's UFOs, it's like, we've heard about it for 1 trillion years. When it's Hunter Biden, we've heard about it for 1 trillion years. If you just let something like percolate for forever, and then you drop the bomb saying it's real, people are like, okay. But anything that's just like flashy and like the media covers fucking crazily, I don't know. I mean, as far as the UFO shit goes, it would be. I mean, I think I can speak. I'm not going to speak for everybody, but I think I can when I say you'd be silly as fuck to think that there wasn't sentient life in the universe in some other way.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. For how
there
big
there had to be.
No possible way we are the only sentient form of life anywhere.
I mean, well, depend. Yes and no. I mean, life is such a broad fucking definition nowadays.
Mine's away.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit. That's one big pile of shit.
That's
plus where the universe. I mean, plus we don't even know how big the universe is. It's still ever expanding.
That fucking scene.
This is why I had to capture this one.
Which one?
So I've heard so many things. This is all a distraction from the fucking Hunter Biden fucking thing and the whole UFO
it's
thing.
like I'll think of the Hunter. Okay, Hunter Biden is like a degenerate and for sure is in over his head with shit that his dad did for him.
I honestly don't mean to turn this into that, but I'm just saying I've this UFO thing. They're like somebody. What was it? A congressman came out and said.
It wasn't a congressman. He used to work for.
We do have alien bodies here.
Okay, so the way that he actually said it, that they warped it into alien bodies, it was like non-human organic material. He said something along those lines, where it wasn't like we have aliens, we just have like proof of organic material that didn't start here. So yeah, I mean, for the most part, I can 100% believe that.
I can too.
So sorry, I'm tired. Twitter posed the question: are aliens real?
Yes.
I'm just going to tell everybody this right now.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure there is other life out there. That also makes us aliens as well.
But the question I think that's more prevalent is if you have like other species visiting this planet, then their idea of whatever technology that they've been able to utilize or whatever exists on that planet to help them do that is far superior to ours.
Oh,
Mhm.
way far superior.
We are basically Neanderthals compared to them.
Yeah, so I mean, it's very easy to understand the way if you look at like how the Big Bang would work. If that is in truth what happened to the, you
Right.
would have
Creation of
certain
the universe.
certain copies of what the Earth had, or at least enough to support like organic life. You would have that elsewhere a long time before it happened here.
Yeah, and it wouldn't necessarily be human form. It would just be some sort of sentient.
And it
form that
would
works
vary. I mean, the
all on
chances
that.
of being human form is next to nothing. Because
Exactly.
like the atmosphere just needs to support life, it doesn't need to support this kind of life.
Right.
I mean, everything about our form is based upon how our planet
On this
works.
atmosphere alone.
Yeah.
That kid die in the scene.
I'm telling you, you need to watch this movie.
It's
You're gonna want to like eat a lot of McDonald's for some reason.
What?
It's the McDonald's movie, Mac and Me.
Oh my god.
Also,
me fucking shit in my jokes.
any movie that has a fucking kid in a wheelchair flying off a cliff, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm in. I'm invested.
That's fucking great. The whole, I feel like I'm on an episode of Big Bang Theory. Like, I'm thinking that Sheldon Cooper thought he was literally an alien.
There's like a basketball scene. You gotta watch this movie.
At some point I will.
All right.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty bad from what I remember. Mac and Me. Fucking McDonald's. Fucking. I'm sorry. I'm way too
So the UFO thing, I've heard people say it was a distraction. I don't fucking.
Well, if it is, it's fucking doing a horrible job.
It's not working because nobody cares.
Yeah, it is, but it's
the only way that this story would have actually fucking
is if Hunter's an alien.
Would have really fucking actually made people go, holy shit, is if they rolled out the body that they mummified from the Roswell incident.
You know what would be fucking? You know how we're fucked. You know how like humanity's fucked, because I can guarantee you, if aliens landed on the planet, and like a fucking Nicki Minaj sex tape came out the same day, what do you think people would care more about?
Wop, whopping.
I can't wait till she fucks the aliens.
Well, let me say this. If the aliens landed on this planet, we would just send Joe Biden out.
Oh, God.
Acknowledge me.
You know what would be fucking hilarious? The aliens would be like...
We would send him out. Him and Mitch McConnell both. We'd send them both out and go like, so...
The aliens would be like, we traveled thousands of light years to get here, and we learned your language. What do you have to stay with us?
Our leaders, if you take our leaders back to your leaders.
Joe Biden would speak in fucking tongues, and Mitch McConnell would phase out.
In
the back, fucking, you see Justin Trudeau in the back, like slowly preparing his blackface.
They're like, I'm so excited. I can't hide it.
Someone get Zelensky. This is why we paid him so much money.
Holy shit!
He's been learning alienese.
I cannot with the alien thing. They're there.
Yeah. Until they're here fucking probing my asshole, there's nothing else we can really do about it. And even then...
He is so scared that we're all gonna fucking die from aliens invading our world.
Well, if we die from aliens invading our world, that's what happens.
Fuck do you know?
But how would you even stop it?
He wills.
I believe it. I believe it, Mean Orson Welles.
It'd be funny if, like, the aliens that invaded our world were, like, the cutest fucking things in the world and they just killed everybody.
They were fur balls, like fucking butterfly.
Fucking lasers for eyes.
They walk around going, Mogwai!
Furbies.
How did the human race fall? They were just so
you know
cute.
the Squishmallows? The Squishmallow pillows, the ones that are shaped like unicorns? That's what they look like, and then they just rapidly transform into some ungodly beast.
Something from Back for Blood.
Like the cat on fucking.
Oh yeah.
Bad pussy.
No, Captain Marvel.
Oh,
Cat Marvel.
I didn't finish that
Yeah.
movie.
You son of a bitch.
All
All right.
What else? What else?
right. Here's a good one.
All right.
Man turned himself into a dog in Korea.
Oh,
Yeah, what the fuck? What's that about?
So
So
hold on.
I love how this headline actually goes.
Stop.
so he bought a $12,000 dog costume.
So he stop. Hold on. Now before we start talking that he turned himself into a dog, he didn't really turn himself
Well,
because
that's
I didn't
impossible.
read this shit. I seen this and I'm like, I am not fucking wasting my time reading this piece of fucking shit.
I even watched a YouTube video of him
So there I am reading
going
it.
on his first walk, which was creepy as fucking shit.
Fucking, oh my god, I gotta see the video.
Question. So honestly, he's wearing a costume.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
$12,000 costume.
How much?
20,000
Hold on.
yen, $12,000 from my understanding. And it's a man in a collie costume, and he goes on a walk, and he's hanging out with other dogs, and then he waves his hand, his dog
Yo, the
paw,
fucking-
like a hand with kids. It was so fucking creepy. I hated it. It looks like he
watching
was
it
wearing
now.
the fucking carcass of a collie. It's like he fucking unearthed Lassie's dead body and was like,
Oh
I'd
my
love to
god,
be in
yeah,
that. I want to be in
this is
that.
this is some Black Mirror shit.
Super realistic, and it's like,
It's
what?
just really gross.
I
hate
mean,
it.
it's
Gross.
Go ahead, Connor. Go ahead.
You know what? Honestly, it is. It's not horrible if you didn't know it was a guy in that thing. Although
You
can
would.
quickly
How would
tell
you
him-
not know it was a guy?
I was about-
Hey, look at this
I was gonna say-
200-pound collie. How did you get it so big?
I was about to say the other part was the fucking like the frozen mask of the face and the eyes. Just,
It's like, how would you not know it's a 200-pound collie? There's no such thing.
I think the better alternative to that statement is it's more comfortable if you know, one, it's a man, and two, he's doing street art or trying to gain attention.
yeah, we'll go with that.
or
That
marketing.
sounds better. That
Man
sounds better
runs
than
around in
whatever-
the carcass of a fucking collie. What kind of
That
gross
sounds better
shit
than
is
whatever
that?
whatever
Fucking
the fuck I just said.
disgusting piece of shit.
Could you imagine if he rolled over and the lady
He
said,
did roll over.
He did. He did in the video.
He rolls over in the video.
Let me finish. The kids are like, I want to rub his belly, so he rolls over. The lady goes,
Immediately erection.
belly. That's not his belly.
Red rocket, red rocket, red rocket.
With a fully workable
rocket.
penis for when he gets aroused.
Oh
Um,
my god!
It's Japan. I
Disgusting.
wouldn't put it past them.
Oh, it's in Japan.
Yes,
Yeah.
the actual headline of this fucking story is Japanese content creator turns himself into a dog.
Japanese content creator. Is he a YouTube content?
Your hands by your face
I'd
like
love
that,
to
JP, are
see.
hilarious.
I'd love to see them being like, "Oh, he turned himself into a dog, and now we have to euthanize him." He bit a kid.
He's got kennel cough.
Kill him! Kill him!
He's got kennel cough.
It was
Time to put
disgusting.
me
I
down.
hated it. I hated everything about it.
I cannot believe. Okay, this is all falling back into the whole. What the fuck are we doing with?
Yeah.
Why is
This,
the
you remember
world-
when we started this whole conversation? We were offline, and the first thing I said was "fuck the world," and Connor's
That's how
like,
you
"Why
started
fuck
this
the
thing.
world?" I'm like, "You'll see."
We have now entered the context of fuck the world. No, I why?
Why
Why-
is right?
That's not good for your knees, bro.
I don't understand how he was walking around.
That's what
in
you're
it.
worried about?
I mean, it's $12,000 isn't just for the fucking coat of a collie. He has like some sort of apparatus inside of it to make him be able to walk properly or at least somewhat comfortably. Because the paws are paws. It's not like the foot of a human being or a hand. So I'm wondering. I gotta take a piss so bad.
Go.
Why the big pause?
I have no understanding of why people do these things. I mean, do what you want,
Attention.
but don't. The thing that I hear.
God damn it!
You ready? Here's the
Yep.
thing. I don't care what you do, but don't sit there and fucking look at me like I'm a. And I'm not talking to anybody's doing that here.
Just in general.
But when you do something, don't look at me like
You're an asshole.
why
for
are
not
you an
freaking-
asshole for not understanding? I'm literally asking why somebody would do this. Like, I would literally ask this guy, why are you doing this? What is the purpose of this? What are you hoping to get out of this? You want to
belly
know
rub.
what it feels like to be a fucking dog? Fine. I don't understand why people feel the need. I want to know what it's like. I want to know what it feels like to be a woman. I don't fucking care. But why? Why do you want to know? Are you a sociopath who doesn't understand what I want to know what people are thinking. I'm not saying I want to be a psychologist. I don't want to. But
Maybe they're looking to answer the age-old question.
Don't get mad at somebody for asking fucking questions.
No,
And
but they
people
mostly
get
care
mad.
about it.
Why are you asking me this? I just want to be a dog. But why?
Maybe
Why
they're
is
looking,
it so important for you?
maybe they're looking to answer the age-old question: who let the dogs out?
That could be. And if that's what he says, I'm just trying
After
to find
20 years.
We finally figured it out. The homeowner.
My question is, does he drive a Ford F-150?
I am
He's in
not-
Japan. Their
I
streets
am
aren't big enough for that shit.
I am not one to criticize somebody for doing something.
You just
But
did.
if don't criticize me for asking a question of why you would want to do this.
Listen, I'm tired of constructive criticism. All I want is complimentary criticism, okay, JP?
On my coat.
It's not even criticism. It's complimentary. What did they say it was?
Just compliment me. Just fucking compliment me. Instead of being like, why do you want to dress like a dog and look like a fucking animal? And instead be like, are you a good boy?
I love your hat.
And I will give you my paw.
So stupid, man. And I'm not saying it's stupid, but I don't know
It's
why
stupid.
anybody
It's
would-
definitely stupid. I'm going to say it's stupid. It's fucking sick behavior. Fuck this guy. I mean, maybe in his realm it was like, I'm doing it for a social stunt so people will follow me. But I know there's people out there be like, furries for life. So fuck them. Fuck them all.
Fucking stupid.
Uh-huh.
Dogs are dogs. People are people. You don't
If
see.
you're doing a social experiment, fine, but
I want to
fuck
see a
me.
dog become a person.
Ooh.
That's the next.
You know what? Guaranteed they'd be better than 99% of the fucking population.
Yes, they would be. They would be, and we would know instantly that it was once a dog.
Would be Rick and Morty all over again.
Instant president.
I just want to know what happens when this motherfucker takes a piss or shit.
Probably in some way it ends up in his own mouth.
I was
Well, that's where it should end up.
Recycling. Good for the planet.
I hope they recycle him.
What
There's
else?
only one other thing, and I couldn't find anything to do with this person. But Aaron Hernandez's brother is
Okay.
planning school shootings. This guy like fucking 35 years old. School is he shooting up?
So there is seriously some. If you paid attention to the Aaron Hernandez and love the gift, if you paid attention to the Aaron Hernandez thing,
there's a lot of mental problems there.
I think the entire family's fucking mentally disturbed.
Probably.
Because Aaron Hernandez this guy had everything. He just gotten a $50 million contract from the Patriots.
He couldn't stop himself from doing stupid shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then his brother apparently now is threatening to go around, just start doing school shootings.
And the picture they have.
I
of
just
him
don't
posted in this article
understand,
is-
like, when it comes to school shootings, right? My mind immediately goes to someone bullied at school that wants to kill the people at school, not a 35-year-old that was at a school for the last fucking 25 years and nobody cares.
Right. I don't know. That guy is literally like I'm literally watching I was before we got on here, I was literally watching the Toolbox Killer, who is a serial killer, and he
Thanks to the toolbox.
used the toolbox. He did.
The whole
He
box,
used
or
cereal.
like, was it
There
tools
was-
within the box?
He would take tools out of his toolbox and
Oh, you
use them
said
to kill
cereal,
his
so
victims.
you said cereal, so I wasn't sure. I was
It's
confused.
what was his name again? Kettiger, I think was his
Kettiger.
name.
His name was
Tony the
Toolbox.
Tiger.
You can look him up. You can
His
look
name
him
was
up.
Tim the Toolbox Taylor.
And it's
Uh,
Lawrence Pettiker.
Yeah, it's a real person.
That's his name.
So he literally would go around and kill people, and he would use items out of his toolbox to initiate his crime. After he raped them.
No,
They
so
treat you
he's
like
just
you- like a-
why didn't they call him fucking rape master?
This guy was sadistic.
Uh,
Like he did not. I mean, now he's dead now. But
yeah.
remember how I said that people can change? You have to watch it. It's on Peacock.
That's a weird segue.
And
Aaron Hernandez, the Hernandez family, Aaron Hernandez's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that entire family's a bunch of fucking. Because even his mother and father were like, well, he was a troubled child. You're his parents. No wonder why this motherfucker just decided to kill people. The fuck is wrong with you? And it all falls back on the fucking parents, man.
Nature versus nurture.
I am literally scared my kid's going to be a serial killer because I'm not taking care of my daughter well enough.
Well, are you fucking doing terrible things?
What kind of cereal?
Well, then whatever.
I cracked her the brain.
I killed those Cocoa Puffs.
What kind of cereal?
Wendy has some emotional breakdowns. Like she just like.
Juliet's the same.
I don't have kids, and I'm gonna keep it that way.
Yeah, it's a smart idea.
I don't want. I don't need no more spawns of Satan.
I love kids, but holy shit.
Holy.
I feel like every day I'm gonna end up having a heart attack because I'm screaming at her so much.
But she the mind of a serial killer is.
I'm kind of retarded.
And most serial killers are dumb as shit. So
Yeah.
Well, this guy had a fucking IQ of 140. So it wasn't the dumb shit. This guy knew what the fuck he was doing.
Until he was caught.
he wasn't that smart.
Well, he got caught on purpose. He did.
No, it's just he's the smart motherfucker. He said he got caught on purpose. Who said that? Him? Sure he did.
Smartest man in the room. I purposely kept every tool I killed them with in my toolbox.
But yeah, the Hernandez family, there's something wrong with the fucking parents that allow the shit to fucking happen, man.
I mean, there usually is. That's usually the case. But sometimes you just end up with fucking bad seed, man. It's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
However, they just want this bad seed to spread to the second child.
The second child sounds worse than the other child.
Yeah.
The other child, there was like gang affiliation and shit like that. This is just like, I want to kill kids.
Fuck that. Fuck kids. Just get a dog. Oh wait, it might be a Japanese guy in a fucking suit that cost him $20,000.
What is this world?
Disappointed!
With a wheelchair.
Well, yes, we established that's why he's disappointed.
No, I get it. Yeah, so the Hernandez family can go piss up a rope. They're all
fucked.
They all need to be shot. I'm just gonna say it.
Respectively.
Just
DG.
euthanize them all. What's this man in a dog suit? Kill him too.
Yeah, well, why not?
Dun, 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 dun.
You know, just don't. Just, if he's a dog, he runs out.
You remember when the world was like?
Dog, I just ran his ass over.
Do you guys remember when the world was like? Here is like what is kind of like the median for human behavior, and anything outside of that was an outlier and ignored. And now it's like, here's the median for human behavior, and here are the outliers. Shall we celebrate now or later?
No fucking thing.
Fucking killing me, man.
So I've got some true or false.
I'll answer those right now. Give them to me.
Cool.
All right. So keep in mind that these they're not kid cards. They're actually cards where. So where I was this week, we had cards, and we went to each table.
I feel like if you don't explain it, I'll accept it more.
Yep.
So these are a neuromyth busting activity.
Okay.
I'll bust. I'm ready to bust.
Can you listen for a second? Warning: these cards will provoke your thinking and enhance your professional learning.
Not me.
Side effects include spirited debate and laughter.
That's just horse shit.
500-pound monster.
Question 1. They're all true or false. These ones that I see. The phonics method for teaching children how to read is far superior than the whole language method.
I don't know.
True.
What you're saying to me.
It is true. Gotta get my glasses.
Right there.
Okay.
Come on, phonics.
Oh, it's actually false.
It's true. It's true.
No, you're like true. Oh, wait, I gotta read my glasses.
Okay, that was like actually geared towards kids.
It is. So all these questions are geared towards kids.
When being asked, do you go counterclockwise or clockwise?
Adults understand.
But it also incites conversation amongst the adults as well.
Okay.
A reading war continues, unfortunately, but research settled this debate a long time ago. There is a very clear winner. A structural approach with a lot of explicit teaching based on, among other things, the use of phonemes, whatever the fuck that means.
Phonemes.
This is for kids?
Phoneme. Is far superior to a whole language or global reading method. Furthermore, a whole language approach will have a greater adverse effect on at-risk students and those that from disadvantaged backgrounds.
What?
These are cards for adults to read to better understand the certain myths that are out there.
So there's a better way to teach language to kids from disadvantaged backgrounds than there is from every other kid?
So phonics is the way to go.
Are you sure we're talking about phonics, or are we talking about
right.
ebonics?
We're talking about phonics.
Anyway, true or false?
True or false? There is good evidence that a flipped classroom is a better approach to use for some subjects like mathematics.
Yeah, fucking put those kids upside down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what a flipped classroom is.
I just told you.
No, you didn't.
Glue them to the ceiling. Fuck it. They'll have to learn math at that point.
Hold on. Flipped.
The blood will rush to their fucking brain before they learn.
A flipped classroom is structured around the idea that lecture or direct instruction is not the best use of class time. Instead, students encounter information before class, freeing class time for activities that involve higher order
I wonder
thinking.
what genius thought that just talking to people fucking 20 minutes wasn't that interesting.
No, True. Is it true or is it false?
It
True.
is
That's-
true.
Better?
It's
I'd say
false.
true.
It is false.
And those cards, I'm not gonna listen to a fucking card.
The idea, well, this is based on research.
I don't give a shit.
You should. The idea of learning about topics before entering a classroom is not new. Reading the textbook before class counts. However, the wholesale way that the flipped classroom is now being used is new. Evidence is still emerging on when, how, and
So why'd they
for
write
whom
this
it
fucking
is
shit
best
on the-
used.
Why'd they print this shit in a card if they don't know?
They do.
They just said evidence still emerging, but here it is. This is truth or false.
It's to, as he was saying, it's to determine what level of class it works best for.
Garbage.
You're just not open-minded at all, are you?
I'm 100% open-minded. You're
I think
listening
I've
to
got-
you're
I've got
listening
too
to
much
a
of my
fucking
mind open right
you're
now.
listening to a fucking card.
No,
I think
no.
I think I've got too much of my mind open right now.
Reading what the card says.
I know, but you're
Okay, well,
adhering
I'm not-
to it
no, I'm
as
not.
the gospel.
No, I'm not.
Well, I challenged it, and you thought bad of me.
No.
That just happened.
What the fuck? I'm kind of retarded.
Fuck those cards.
One more. The more graded assignments a student gets, the more accurate their grade will be.
False.
You are correct.
True.
I knew these cards were right the whole time.
So, and I agree with this. Students need more low and no stakes formative assessments where both you and they get a chance to see where they currently know and can do. So essentially what that is saying to me is, hey, let's do it. I'm going to give you a test. Not going to grade it. So I know where I need to help you.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but some kids will just like draw dicks all over the page.
Yeah, because they're bored.
I'll read one more. Our active working memory
False.
can only hold. So I asked this one the other day. Our active working memory can only hold 4 to 5 items for about 20 seconds.
This
You
will
said
be
true.
this shit will be rewritten in fucking 10 years as
They're
false.
probably-
Probably.
It's true.
It's
Keep
not
in mind
it's
that
nothing
this
to me.
is a kid- Keep in mind this is a child's memory. Working memory capacity is very limited for young children.
Everybody's different.
These numbers are even lower. Working memory capacity is often a barrier to learning, reducing unnecessary burdens placed on working memory and designing curricula so that the key information is already well stored in long-term memory can help alleviate this barrier. And I can tell you right now, Wendy, this is the problem with her. Like, she'll only want to fucking pay attention for, like, if I'm trying to teach her numbers, she'll get the first few right, and then she just, I don't want to do this anymore.
She's bored.
She's got to be forced to do things for longer. Discipline.
I can't
That's what
wait
I
for-
lacked as a child.
Had
and
the
as an
same
adult.
problem. Yep.
But those cards I have.
Give me some other cards, man. I don't want to talk fuck kids cards. Where's the other cards? You got 17,000
right
cards.
Yeah, what's the other one?
It's actually they are cards for adults to have conversation.
Well, if I have conversations with kids, I'm going to jail.
Again?
Probably.
I can't.
Alright, so- These cards are the misery index cards. And what that is I'm going to give you a
38.
situation that could
Mhm.
happen in anybody's daily life. And you guys
Okay.
get to pick a number anywhere between 100, from anywhere between 1 and 100 on what you think the level of disaster or misery a person would go through with the situation.
What? I love the premise of this shit. Okay.
So we've done this before.
It's been a very long time.
All right. Bring it on.
The first one I got for you is a
Mhm.
disastrous haircut.
Okay.
Yeah. Shave it all off.
So you're saying that the probability of how this would make someone miserable?
Yes. And it's
I think it's gonna be a lot higher than it should be.
No, I
Like
think
for
it's a
me,
good-
I'd give it like fucking 10. Cause
Look at
just
me.
fucking shave my head.
Look at me.
But I'm gonna go with
No.
65.
I was gonna go 75.
You upping?
I'm
I
upping.
wanted to kill myself at one point because I was going bald.
Really?
Actually,
That seems
I
like a
actually almost
terrible
shaved.
reason for that.
I almost shaved mine off the last haircut I just got a couple of weeks ago. And to be honest with you,
For me,
I feel like if you can't do anything about it, you just don't have to worry about it anymore.
I'm lazy as shit, and it's gonna happen anyway. 75.
100.
65.
I'm gonna say basement. You were closer with your
Yes.
first guess.
Oh, 25 or 15, whatever you
No,
said.
the 10.
Okay.
What the fuck?
It was rated on the misery index at 11.5
Oh, now we know what this index is like.
Wait. Out of
People take a
100?
hit. Yeah.
out of 100.
People don't give a shit.
Jesus. So 100 being the worst?
Yes.
God damn.
100
If
is
it's
like
100, it's the worst
stage
thing
18
I've ever
cancer.
Whoa, I just had what?
Your next scenario, you
Vegan.
need braces at 60 years old.
60? Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Yeah, 5. Who gives a shit? 60
don't-
years old? Who gives a fuck, man? You're already fucking...
30?
Probably already
30?
should have dentures.
Yeah.
I'll go with 30. I'll go
You
with
still
30 on
have...
this one. I'm gonna
First
see.
of all, you still have teeth, a full set enough to have fucking
Oh,
Mega-
braces.
Megatron.
Not all of them, though.
Yeah, you
30.
got enough, though.
You can go 30%.
I'm with 5.
I'm gonna go with fucking 18.
10.1.
Oh, I said 5.
God damn.
Yeah.
Let's get you guys
Down with the misery.
a higher one here. Oops.
Well, you can't say
New
that and then
South
pick it, because now
mail
we know it's going to be higher.
Entire office.
I wouldn't give a shit.
Wait, say that one more time.
Oops, nude selfie emailed to entire office.
Oh, wow.
That's got to be like 80.
That
85.
is pretty much
Ni-
fired. So, 90,
80.
yeah.
85.
I could be a porn star.
We saw the slideshow.
Well, you're not going to be a porn star at your work. You fucking MCEC talking about fucking
We saw-
childhood education.
Hi, Mr. Mises looks at me.
I'm gonna say if I was a good Samaritan, probably an 80.
Wait.
62.
If you were what? Hold on.
I don't know.
I'm trying to
I
wrap
don't
my
know
head
how
around what you just said about.
A has to do with B.
If I was portrayed as a good Samaritan, I
In
would
your
say
the
that.
in your
picture,
nu- in your
or-
nude photo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh
helping
my
out the homeless with your dick out?
God, never mind. Anyway, go ahead. If I gave a shit about what people thought of me, it'd be like an 80.
You probably get fired from your job.
No, I get that, but just the way you phrased it really led us down a path of different thinking, which is just if there's a halo, if there's a halo over my head, I don't give a shit who sees my fucking nude selfie.
All right, your next one. Sprayed by a
Wait, what was
skunk.
the answer?
62.
She
Oh,
said 62.
that's
You
not bad at
listened?
all. No, I couldn't hear.
No. No, you sprayed by a skunk
You
I had
sprayed
that
on
happen.
your wedding day.
Oh,
You
wedding
were-
day.
Ooh,
I smell anyway, so I don't fucking care.
80%.
Yeah, it's up there. It's got to be less than fucking showing your dong to your entire workforce.
As long as you're looking like
I'm
a
gonna
good
go with
Samaritan, you're good, man.
62.
I'm gonna go with 62. I'm gonna go with 84.
Everybody's answering.
84.
Is it 80?
43.1.
Think about it, guys. Showing your whole fucking penis to your workforce.
84.
I mean, the higher ones have got to be like devastating.
Huh, you'll see. With this card right here.
No, now we know.
Exposed to Ebola.
Exposed, not
20?
contracted.
Yes.
Well, exposed means contracted anyway. But
No,
anyway,
40,
it
go ahead.
doesn't.
40.
Those are two different words.
40.
If you're exposed to Ebola, you're gonna fucking die.
If you got exposed to COVID, doesn't mean you got it. If you got exposed to dick, doesn't mean you have dick.
No, I just got the selfie.
I'm gonna go with
40.
yeah,
40.
50. One of you.
Exposed to Ebola. I'm gonna go like 91.
He's the closest. 98.3.
Doesn't mean you
Jesus.
have it though.
If you get exposed to Ebola, you're dead.
No, exposure doesn't mean contraction.
Oh my God. If you're exposed to it, you have it.
No,
There is
no.
Not
Yeah.
always the case.
It's not true. It's not true. It's not true.
You can literally you can be in the room with a disease and not catch said disease.
Yeah, you were exposed to it though.
Oh,
Chances are of you getting it are pretty fucking high.
yes.
Depending on what it is,
91% high. I don't
But
think so.
expect 96.
Favorite number is not 45 because I don't know what you mean by the number 45.
I'm gonna expose you to my
Alright.
sperm.
Next one. Shampoo in eyes.
Oh, fucking one.
That happens like all the fucking time to me. I'm gonna go like 0.08.
I'm gonna go with a 5%.
12.1.
Oh my
How is
God.
this high? This fucking thing. I remember we did this, and I was like, "This fucking thing." There's no through line. It just like decides what is what is.
Wasn't there another game that was like this?
This
Stop
game,
happening.
No, there was another
No,
one that was like
I should have known that. Or-
bullshit.org.
it was one. It was one of the Jackbox. Oh God.
Turbulence.
100%.
12.
Fuck that shit.
25.
Oh, come on, man.
I don't care.
Is that your answer? You don't care?
I said 12.
It's actually an 8.
Yeah.
I don't know how in the fuck it's not. Have you ever fucking been in
I don't know.
turbulence?
Have you ever been exposed
Have
to
you ever
turbulence?
been? Have you
Have
ever
you
been
ever
in fucking turbulence where you drop 100 feet, then go back up 100 feet, then drop another 100 feet? Fuck that shit.
I actually have.
It ain't
12.
happening with me.
You ever
I
experienced
am
turbulence at
literally-
40,000 feet?
I am literally telling my boss, if I have to fly, I'm not going.
You ever fly turbulence when
I will
dropping to it?
lose my job if I have to fly anywhere.
You ever
will
lost
not
your job
fly.
because you refused to fly in turbulence? You might want to drive
You
forward.
might want to get behind this 400-pound monster.
Y'all can make fun of me. Y'all can make fun
Mason
of me.
has flown more than you.
I
Yeah.
don't give a shit.
And I fucking had terrible experiences.
I
But 12.
fuck
I'll still go with
flying,
12.
Fuck flying. 12. 12 my ass. It's fucking 100.
Well,
I
You ever said fuck flying because you got bum fucked by turbulence at 45,000 feet?
Hey, it's Christmas.
Next one. Your pet is lost.
Oh, that's
Oh,
that.
two.
That don't,
Two.
No.
Fuck those cats.
Yeah, well, you don't like them. I'm gonna go with like a 30.
I'm gonna say 0. I don't give a shit. That
Uh,
fucker thinks that's one less mouth. I
Give me 60. I'm gonna go a little higher this one. Give me 60.
Connor's closest. 68.
Yeah, I figured, dude. Pet things are, huge now.
They are.
Well, yeah, because
When was this
like,
made?
it's
It's like the fucking card game was made in 1923.
1 year after.
Mhm.
Worse back then. They didn't
I will
have
say.
the
I
fucking
will say
strays
this.
killing them.
I will say this. If you've never experienced flying, because I'm responding to some shit. If you've never experienced flying, you need to do it at least once.
I think you just said like,
And
fuck
it
that
feels
shit,
like
and
you're on a
you all need
bus,
to-
like really high. It feels like nothing, unless
I mean,
like something
I'm
goes
definitely-
wrong and everything's terrible and everyone's dying.
I'm
It
definitely
feels like
already
nothing.
high, but yeah.
It's terrible,
Alright.
by the way.
Next card. You go blind.
How long?
Ooh,
I'm losing my shit.
If I'm going blind for forever,
75.
I
I'm at 100.
You go blind.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with like 58.
He's the closest, but he went over 99.5.
I didn't say how long.
It doesn't fucking
They
matter.
never give. Basement, when are you gonna learn that these kinds of things never give context?
No.
No, I have a whole reason to touch everybody's face I come in contact with.
Are you
Are
still
you-
blind?
Are
Am
you
I touching
basement?
your face?
Mhm.
There's a reason I'm touching your face. Do you have a new pimple? I just want to know.
Oh, nice
Anyway.
face.
Oh man, your forehead's like braille.
Ingrown toenail. I'm just gonna speak from experience. That shit fucking
It
hurts.
hurts, but
Yeah.
it's nothing
80.
compared. I had one. I give it like a fucking 18.
80.
The misery it's on the misery index though.
Yeah,
Let's keep
on the
it
misery
going.
index, I give it 18.
80.
It's nothing compared to how terrible shit can get.
Nothing compared to fucking flying.
It's they're both not that bad.
You okay, motherfucker?
Well, I did both.
Maybe to you. Maybe to you, fucker.
Anyway.
Sorry.
I'm
What
gonna
the
say
fuck is a kilometer?
20.
Basement's the closest, but you went over 10.5.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I get that.
All right, I can do one more. Otherwise, I'm gonna fucking face plant on this
It's a
goddamn.
perfect one to end on too.
Perfect.
Wet the bed every night.
Ooh.
So I'm assuming this is
Ooh.
like infinite forever.
Yes.
That's pretty bad. You can't have a normal life. It's
75?
I'm gonna say 82.
75. Why is this hard for you?
I guess you can
It's
just
not-
like duct tape a jar to your dick.
The reason I'm doing that is it wouldn't bother me.
Well, you're
It would-
sleeping in a bed with someone else. Like, piss all over them.
I'm 50. I don't give a fucking.
Yeah, what? That's no excuse to piss on people. You fucking R. Kelly. He went to jail for this
Piss
shit.
on you. Piss on you.
I don't. Well, I'm not gonna pee on somebody.
Well, you don't
You
know that. You're
Just
asleep.
said.
I'm gonna say if I'm peeing for the rest of my life,
Well, you're definitely doing that.
72. But you know what? I'm fucking 50. So if I pee my pants
Every
Right.
night. Guaranteed.
at night,
I feel like you
Hey,
could create an
well, I wake
apparatus, like an
here's
elephant.
here's the thing. Well, I wake
God
up
damn it.
in the morning-
You could you could definitely
Fucker.
create an apparatus, like an elephant's trunk, that leads to the toilet while you sleep. It's like for the people that have like sleep apnea, but it's for
I
your
already
dick
have. I already have an apparatus. Like,
on your penis.
it is my penis.
Oh, okay.
You mean the silencer?
Just hang it off the side. That's why. That way I'm not pissing.
Just hanging off the side. What are you, like a fucking 9-footer? While you roll around in the bed, your penis is still hanging off the
Look, I
side.
laughed so hard. I laughed so hard. I don't want to laugh too hard tonight because I laughed so fucking hard the other night. I woke up with a fucking headache. All right.
I think you need to just like a mason jar and
I just imagine the silencer on the penis, like pew.
if you had a mason jar and a lot of duct tape,
I literally
Salt.
stop at the fucking store and buy a Gatorade, drink the fucking Gatorade, and go to bed and lay the Gatorade next to the bed so I don't have to get out of bed to take a piss because I'm so fucking
and
drunk.
then you wake up in the night thirsty and drink the Gatorade.
Oh
It's
man,
like, what's this new flavor? I love it.
Oh man, I'm so full of electrolytes, but they taste a little flat,
I'm so
They feel
full of my own
almost-
electrolytes.
almost repurposed.
The answer is 68.5.
What did I say? I think it was close to that. I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't remember either, but
Close.
97.3.
Well, look at what it says.
So says 97. Hot air balloon catches fire.
Oh yeah, you're dead.
you're fucked because it's either the flame's gonna kill you, the velocity, or the gravity.
Wait, how far off the ground are we?
Does it fucking matter?
Yes, because if you're 1 foot off the ground, I'm fine.
See?
No,
That
can
one-
you
that
outrun
one-
a fucking?
I can just
you
jump
have
over the
to
fucking
assume-
basket.
I think you have to assume that you are up in the air.
At max climate.
That's what I am right now.
Max
And on that note,
they should have established this prior.
well,
They
on that
should
note,
But
on that note, I do have to hop off because I am about to fucking faceplant on this computer. But y'all have a good night. I
You
will
too, man. Have a good
talk to
night.
you soon.
I
I'll
hope
talk
you
to
enjoyed this. If you guys seriously, if you guys wanna slide. Wow, that hurts.
I want a slider.
I worked really fucking hard on that.
It's a pretty good job. I'm gonna applaud that.
I'm devastated. Oh, now he fucking claps. Makes a fart noise and that claps.
So he's the douchebag. I didn't do any of that. I was respectful.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure you were.
What?
All right. Good night.
But of
Good
course
night,
I
y'all.
was.
Good night, y'all.
You piece of poop.
Piece of poop.
are you wanting to do more basement?
I don't give a shit. It's my Sunday. I mean, I'm free for the next couple days.
I don't
Stay
give
awake
up
till fucking
anymore.
17 a.m. Don't care.
I'll do a couple more. I do because if just in case Wendy waits up. Go ahead.
Favorite local team relocates.
Who gives a shit?
Because I don't give a shit.
Yeah, 0.1. Just so I'm above him.
41.
Oh
Oh my god! You can't. I'd rather have a fucking ingrown toenail versus that. Come on. Or shit. There's no through line.
There's something lying.
It's fucking. I feel like they ask just people on the streets. They're like, yeah, 40. Fucking horse shit.
Does racism exist? 88.
What does that mean? It was a yes or no question. 88. I'm just sticking with it.
God damn it! I'm gonna have a fucking headache again. Go ahead.
Bleach in the eye.
Oh, that fucking
I've
sucks.
never had that happen.
Actually happened to me. That's actually happened to me, and I can tell you it's very fucking painful.
I'm gonna join you on whatever choice you make.
It's beyond 50, so I'm gonna go like 63.
I'm joining him, but I'm gonna go 62 just in case it's lower.
Wow.
I know I'm a snake.
No, I seen the answer.
47.5.
Yeah, snake.
I was thinking that, but I'm like, no, that's really fucking pain. If you ever gotten bleach in your eyes, it's fucking really painful.
Plainful.
Shut the fuck up. I just...
Police break into your house mistakenly.
Hey, that happened a couple of years ago. Somebody got shot. I'm gonna go 100. Today it'd be 100 because oh my god, the police are bad.
Well, I'm not black, so I'm probably gonna go 50.
Jesus fucking.
You're closer, basement. 41.1.
It's
We're all going to fucking hell anyway. Fucking, I don't care.
Driver's license is suspended.
fucking 12.
Fucking 5.
Yeah, it's low.
Like in Wisconsin, like I can tell you right now, the local newspaper, like 95% of the fucking pullovers. This is his 53rd DUI.
You see Jeff Hardy just driving by?
People don't give a shit. He's got 50. This is his 53rd DUI, and yet he's still not in prison. No, he's still driving. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna say that's like low on the totem pole, probably like 12.
That's what I said. Fucking
check my... Okay, 12.1, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
49.5.
Oh, what is this? What is this? What is this?
That's bad. They're like, there is enough drunk people in the world. Like, who are they pulling? They're definitely not surveying the 100 people on the Family Feud cards.
I feel like I'd have to be drunk
Well, they
to go on
might
Family
be.
Feud.
They might be pulling them. Anyway, go ahead.
Don't hear the tornado coming.
Is it coming from me? Because then 100.
So I'm just gonna say this. I've been there. We back in 1986. We had a tornado tear through Barneveld, Wisconsin. If you haven't seen it or heard about it, it like destroyed the entire town. And I was 13 at the time. Yeah, I was 13 at the time. And we got no warning. This is before we had tornado sirens.
See, we're getting a lot of tornadoes around here recently. Like my sister, right at the town she lives in, got a tornado, fucking hit it and just destroyed.
So if you've never heard a tornado, if you ever been in a tornado before?
I have not. I've never.
So-
Have you been in a tornado before? Are you the fucking Wicked Witch of the West?
And we were camping at the time too.
Were you inside the tornado?
No, but it went through the campground we were at. Yeah.
So you don't hear anything, and then all of a sudden you hear everything.
Mhm.
It's really fucking weird. It's like you don't hear anything, and then you hear. It's hard to
Just
explain.
destruction, I guess.
It is, but you hear everything, and it's like loud. Like it's really fucking loud.
I know, like when we've had tornadoes around here, if you look up, like the sky gets like this weird fucking color.
Yeah.
Greenish look to it for some reason.
It really
Which
it
is that line in Twister. He's looking up at the sky and he's like, "Sky's going green," and then he starts booking it out of there. That's when you know that
It's
oh
game
shit,
over.
that's true.
So for me personally, I've been. If the tornado's coming after me,
Then it's over 100, right?
then it's over 100. But I'm gonna say it's pretty low, depending on where you're at. Now, if you're in the Midwest where we are, it's a 100 because there's nothing stopping that motherfucker.
No.
I'm gonna they probably pulled people in Los Angeles that don't even know what the fuck a tornado is, so I'm gonna say 10. No,
Well, they're
there's
not talking about the tornado coming after you. It's like a tornado in the
No,
area, which could
tornado
be.
in general.
It's like,
You don't
oh,
hear
it
it.
rained. The fucking.
I'm gonna say
town
because
over.
of the people that I'm assuming, based on the last one.
I'm gonna say it's like a 72 or
95.
something like that.
99.
Oh my god! I said 100 first.
I'm telling you, it's based on this shit. That poll, like I can honestly tell you, the chances of you not knowing that a tornado's coming isn't going to scare you because you're
You
never
don't
going to
know.
know that there was a tornado.
And then you're fucking
until
800 feet in the air, flying around.
Yeah. Like if you that question there, not knowing that a tornado's coming,
It should technically be 0.
it should be
Yeah.
0.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Effectively, yes.
it should be 0. But again, I think they're polling people that don't even know what a fucking tornado is.
I'm sure they're pulling. Everybody they pulled is
On
retarded.
the card.
I don't even know. Is that a hair dryer?
Yes. With the
Okay.
tornado in the window.
I've seen it. I'll do one.
Okay.
This is one for all the modern day people.
I'm modern.
Lose your laptop. This is how. Go ahead.
There's scenarios where this could be terrible if it's like work related,
There's a great many, and they're all running through my head right now.
and there's areas where this could be like it was junker and nothing really of importance is on
yeah,
it.
exactly.
But in the
Like,
worst case scenario, this is pretty bad. I'd give it like a 42. And worst case scenario.
In worst case scenario, I'm thinking more like 70.
Oh, jeez.
I will tell you right now, for me, if I was to lose my work laptop, it would be 100. 47.
Yeah, I can get that. Because, I mean, there's so much
For
worse
me,
things in your life.
if I was to lose my work laptop,
If I was to lose my work laptop, I wouldn't give a fucking flying shit. Well, I would care enough because I'd be like, I have to go to work for a while before getting another laptop.
How about one more?
Mm-hmm.
Roller skate into a manhole.
Oh, your legs are snapped in half. So that's like a 98. You're gonna be fucking paralyzed in the next 7 months, easy.
It's either that or you busted your face from the bridge of your nose up, completely open on the edge of the fucking manhole cover.
You're landing fucking 8 feet, 7 feet. Well, it's probably like 10 feet down on your fucking roller skates, right? No, your fucking knees are snapping.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty bad. That's like a 90 for me. Well, not a 90, maybe 78. I'll go 78.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick around 79.
You one-upping? You one-upping?
I'm one up it.
Hey, you son of a bitch.
Basement, if you would have said 90, you would have been 2.2.
It's a bad one. It's a bad one.
92.2.
Because you're wrecking probably your face and your legs are totaled.
Your legs in your ass.
Yeah.
Red.
Chronic insomnia.
It's really bad. I'm not like clinically diagnosed, but I've had like months where you sleep, an hour, 3 hours a night max. And it eventually is like, it destroys your world, not being able to sleep. So it's up there. For me, that's like a 90, man.
For you,
it'll ruin your life.
It will.
Completely.
The answer was 52.
52.5.
Fair enough. I mean, I think I'd rather fall down a fucking sewer hole than get chronic insomnia. Because the thing with this game is there's no end date. We're just chronic insomniac for life, which is terrible.
A swimsuit comes off in public pool.
For me,
I've had that happen.
Because boobies
Whatever.
be everywhere.
I mean, for most people, it's just like, you laugh, and then you move on.
For me,
I went to do a backflip, in the public pool, and my fucking whole ass was just flying in the wind. So I give this like a fucking 6.
I just, I am of the effect. If it happens to me, I don't care because I don't care.
Yeah.
But for me, it's gonna be for me either way, it's gonna be a 0. But because if it happened to somebody else or women, boobies.
I think if you're like a teenager and it happens, then it's like a 98. But if you're either an adult or a little kid, it's a 0. So find the in between. I'm saying 6.
55.1.
That is, I'd rather have my fucking ass hanging out than get an ingrown toenail. There's no through line. Fuck this game.
There's no fucking through line. All right.
Here's a genius one. Your sibling hits on you.
Ugh. That is gross as fuck. Okay, so the only way this could ever happen, I think the only way this could ever happen is if like you have no idea that you're siblings.
No, and
you've been living apart.
Sibling is drunk.
Ew, oh god. This is disgusting.
I'm gonna go. My sibling hits on me. But I'm gonna say it's in the 40s, but I think
this is like 100. I don't want that.
This game, I'm telling you right now, it's probably gonna be like 80. But for me personally, it'd be like
For
40.
me, if my sibling hit on me, 100. Worst thing. Terrible. Terrible. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Disgusting. I would just beat the fuck out of him. So we're good.
To me, I would throw up on their face and walk away and never speak to them again.
Then they wouldn't be attracted to you anymore. You just vomited in
Why
their face.
they tried to begin with? Disgusting. Gross.
It's 54.5.
Oh, so everybody that made this game is a fucking incestuous fuck. Or at least 44% of them.
45.5%.
Fucking gross assholes.
54.5 plus 45.5 is now 100.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Water slide into an empty pool.
Well, okay, so number one, you're gonna fucking have skid marks on your ass.
No, I think you just have a broken ass.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
that
the
too.
it's implying the water is on. Is the water on the slide? Otherwise, you're fucked completely.
How
in every
else would
way.
you know water slide if there's no water?
Oh, well, there's no water in the pool.
There has to be water in the pool if you have a water slide. So I'm gonna be.
I'm just
if you-
assuming you're going down a water slide with water on it, and then you end up in a pool that's dry, which would just obliterate your ass.
Yeah. Or head if you go down head first.
Yeah.
well, if
I'm
you go down
hoping
there-
it's just one of those like small water slides. If it's one of those monsters, you might even die from this.
Hey, there's the picture.
Yeah, well, that shows me nothing except for the end of the
I'm
slide.
just giving you context of what I'm seeing.
I'm gonna go like 82.
I 60. Give me 60.
80.3.
God damn it.
Oh God. Oh God. Pass a kidney stone.
Now they laser them, I think. But if you
They
had
do.
to pass one, 100 probably.
It's 100.
I have to go pass a kidney stone right now.
It's 55.5.
55.5. What? The fuck?
That's fucking painful as fuck.
And it's
This
gonna be
ain't-
like giving birth, 99.900 is what this fucking thing is gonna say.
Well, I can tell you right now, childbirth on here is 100.
Yeah, so passing kidney stone is 55.
It's not. They say it's the doctors have said that passing a kidney stone is worse than childbirth.
And they don't give you an epidural.
They do not. They can't. They can't give you anything for it.
Just shoot out those rocks, baby.
Yeah.
Lose front teeth.
Oh my god, a friend of mine? A friend of mine was on I guess like a boys trip at some point in time when he was like 20 years old. And he running through the streets and then something happened. He fell down and both of his front teeth gone.
I'm missing my front teeth. I don't give a fuck.
So what are you giving it? Front teeth,
Zero.
man? 0? I'd say yeah. Losing the thing is like dentistry has come so far that does
You
it
just
really
like
matter? Yeah. I'd still give it like a 35 for sure.
56.2.
Jesus
Ah,
fucking
that's
Christ,
close.
bunch of fucking pussies live in the world.
This is what I'm saying. You're fucking talking about ingrown toenails.
I mean, yeah, they're painful, but that doesn't mean.
This is losing your 2 front teeth. Probably.
Oh,
worse.
it's painful. It's happened to me. I know what it feels like. It sucks.
No,
but
what's worth? What's worse?
What's worse? You're buried alive.
that
Oh,
is-
100. 100. For
You're
me.
both correct. 100.
Yeah. There's no chance I would fucking. It's the worst fate.
I'm just having troubles thinking about it.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. I hate the idea.
Next door neighbor's son gets drum kit for Christmas.
0, because I don't give a fuck.
Well, I hope he's getting fucking a wheelchair for New Year's.
He's getting a wheelchair for his birthday because I am fucking him up.
I think this is all dependent on like what kind of house you live in.
Yeah.
People
And where the
that
drum
yeah, if like next door neighbor is fucking hundreds of feet away, who gives a shit? If you're living in an apartment and they're right beside you and he's going crazy on drums, and I guess at first I'm jamming out until I'm jamming in.
0. It's like low.
It'll probably be like
20.
8 or something or 15.
60.1.
This
What?
game makes no sense. This is why we stopped doing it last time. There's no fucking sense to this.
There is, because the paper cut.
No,
It's point
no sense.
Like, I wouldn't even care. I've had millions.
I'm gonna go with 1.
0.1. 0.1.
No, I don't operate points.
Oh, getting a paper cut right here is higher.
What if on your penis head? Think about that.
Well, that's 100.
Depends.
Oh my god, just thinking about
Telling you.
That's a jump scare.
or pain. That was like twinge pain.
Jogging in baseball-sized hailstorm.
I don't
I
care.
don't know. If all the fucking hail misses me, nothing.
If I'm jogging in baseball size,
Then I deserve to be dead.
I deserve to be fucking dead.
Yeah. So.
and I am like drooling at the mouth because I've been hit in the head.
JP looks over at Heather. It's hailing, honey. I think I'll go for a run. all that says to me is like he would rather die than be here. Come on. This is like, of course you start seeing fucking baseball size hail. You're not getting to cover. It's like, no, I gotta get my 30-minute run in. Horseshit.
Gotta get my steps.
Absolute horseshit.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say based on this game, it's probably like
just fucking 1,000.
28.2.
So that's 28.2.
Getting pelted with fucking baseballs while running.
Lose a toenail.
This is like kind of in line with
I bet this is. I'm gonna tell you. I bet this is higher than fucking getting pelted with fucking baseball size hail. I'm gonna say it's like 60.
I'm gonna go with 35.
49.1.
I mean, it's so arbitrary. It's so arbitrary. Like nobody knows. You can, whatever fucking answer you want. Period cramps 98.5. Fucking game. God knows.
Car repossessed.
That's a 100 for me because I always have a fear and it gives me anxiety.
Is it my car?
I would imagine so. Otherwise, it wouldn't be your
All right,
misery.
so let's assume it is. Let's assume it is.
Well, I already know I'm fucked if I get to the point of repossession. Like the writing's on the wall. It's not like all of a sudden, hey, I'm
But
going to my 9-to-5 job, and then they
but-
come be like, we repossessing your car.
But I think the point of the game is the thought of it. That's what the point of this game is.
Well, I would have readied myself for the fact that they're going to take my car.
The possibility they're coming in like the next 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I
guess I'll go with like 55. A lot of people need their car for their job, so. But if they have the
61.
job, yeah, it's yeah, I can see that.
Nice. All right. Well, that was fun.
It was fun. Fuck those cards because there's no through line. Fuck them
I
all.
don't think I could ever play a board game with you. I don't think I could play Monopoly with you because
With me?
yeah, you. I don't think I could play Monopoly with you based on your fuck this.
No, I feel like Monopoly you could play with me. With Connor, it's a different story. Okay. You weren't there. We played Monopoly. Connor was a tyrant.
He
And Trek
was.
and Trek
I
was
don't
just like,
think I could
okay,
play
here, take
Trivial.
my properties. Trek was
I don't
like
think
an abused child.
I don't think I could play Trivial Pursuit with you.
Well, those have actual answers,
Well, so do these.
but they're subjective as fuck.
No, actually, these are actual studies done based
Yeah,
on.
but the answer, I don't give a shit about studies. It's subjective as fuck. What is the pain tolerance? What is the misery level? Like, that's super subjective. With Trivial
It's the
Pursuit,
psychological
Trivial
behind
Pursuit
it.
is like factual. What is this? It's not.
Well, the only way you're going to know the answer, here's the thing. I want you to go out and I want you to experience all of these things.
I've experienced like half of what you said, and I like answered accordingly. The other half, I was answering to the way my mind felt it, and you're in the same boat as me, where it's like, how is this, and how is that?
And I agree with you, but I think based on who they polled,
I
and
just
who-
feel like there's no actual like there's a misery scale, but there's so many things that are higher on the scale than other things, and there's no actual like understanding of why. It's a subjective scale, which is fine. That's the way the game
Right.
is. But I'm fine with criticizing it because of that. God damn it.
So you can criticize it. I'm not saying you can't. I just think you're wrong.
What? You agree with me for half of it. You slut.
Just saying. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. But no, yeah, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed the slideshow. I mean, it was a really it was an eye-opening experience for me. Mitch McConnell, please retire. Joe Biden, please just shut the fuck up. Don't talk. This is probably why he goes to bed at 7:30 at night.
Yeah, because he's fucking dust.
Why the question I have, if that's the reason, why even have him run for president? I know the answer. It was the only reason. He was the only one that people were going to vote.
Honestly, he's just a prop.
Well, he was the only one that was going to beat Donald Trump. If Kamala Harris would have won, Donald Trump would have destroyed him.
I honestly feel like even that being said, the turnout for votership is like ridiculous and when I say it's unbelievable, I mean unbelievable.
I believe you.
Yeah.
151 million people voted.
Yeah, and then any interaction after that, you had a couple thousand people. Yeah, that's the way it works.
I want everybody to put this into context. 151 million 151 million people voted for our president of the United States. We only have 350 million people in this country.
And the funniest part is every single person that's of a certain age knows how numbers work because most of them watch fucking YouTube and shit like that. If you have somebody with 1 million subscribers, you might get 10,000 people watching them.
Right.
Just extrapolate. And then realize that it's horseshit. Because after it happened, nobody gave a shit about him at all.
Right now, we have 611 subscribers on this channel. There are 11 people watching us right now. Subtracting the people that are on the show so we can talk to you all in the chat. So technically 9 people
So
are watching the show.
The levels of interaction.
611, that's exactly what percentage of people that are subscribed to us watch
But look at the people that like came out in arms to vote for a president, and then how many people came out in arms to listen to that president? The fall off is like 98%.
I'm trying to put it into context. There is no way that there was. I'm not saying that Donald Trump lost. All I'm saying is there is no way that 150 million people voted in this country.
Yeah. It's
I do not
highly
care.
unlikely.
I
I mean,
do not-
Biden still might have won whatever the numbers were.
Yes.
Nobody cares about the outcome. It's just the method to get there and the hoopla about it.
There's no way.
I'm gonna just the capital horse shit is what I'm gonna say because it's absolute
I
garbage.
agree.
Never
I agree.
happened. It just never happened. But whatever.
Popular vote. This is why popular vote should never be a thing when it comes to the presidency. Ever.
Yeah. Well, they've already manned a campaign to fight against a criminal in the next election. Like everything is there to like set up.
Well, the funny thing is about this,
Biden
Donald,
is.
they keep on bringing these statistics up that Donald Trump is the first president to lose 2 popular vote elections, or 2 elections, and he lost a popular vote.
Donald Trump is a piece of
Donald
shit.
Trump,
But
no
so are they all.
Republican. I can tell you right now, it is going to be very hard for a Republican to ever win a popular vote ever again, because based on the fucking population, the way it looks, if you're in New York, most of them are going to vote Democrat.
But you know, like the
If you're in
popular
Los
vote
Angeles-
basically means the media influence vote.
Yes. So as I'm watching, and I've watched the last 2 elections really closely, as I am watching Donald Trump was winning. He had the popular vote for a very long time. And then California's numbers started coming in. And that's when he took over. That's when Biden took over the popular vote. So New York is the metropolitan area. New York City is the biggest city in the country.
It is.
Los Angeles is the biggest metro in the United States. They have like 28 million people in the Los Angeles area. They have like 20 million in New York. The New York metro area.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's when Joe Biden took over the popular vote. There will never ever, this is why I say I don't think there will ever be, unless he's a Republican from California, I don't think we'll ever see another Republican president ever win the popular vote in this country. Ever. Because people are so fucking liberal in the big cities that they don't care. Just as long as a Republican doesn't win or a conservative doesn't win, they don't care. That's how our country fucking works. Just as long as this guy doesn't win, I don't care. And that's not how you should vote. That's just me personally. That's all I'm going to say. I think Basement fell asleep.
Or he stepped away to go pee.
Or he stepped away to go pee.
No, most of those states are voting for. I mean, they're fucking reality TV states, right?
Yes.
That's what they're voting for. They're not voting for policies. They're voting against.
They're voting against this last election. People were voting against somebody they didn't like.
Yeah, but it's not even somebody they didn't like. It's somebody they were told to not like.
That's
and I mean,
true.
it doesn't help the fact that Donald Trump, in my honest opinion, is a very unlikable person. It's
Yeah.
also the fact that the media is turned him into like what he is.
Dude, I had this conversation with my aunt yesterday. She kept on, I fucking sitting there, and I'm telling her, this is, and she goes, well, Donald Trump, you like Donald Trump. I don't like Donald Trump. I never said, and I kept on saying, I never said I like Donald Trump. When in our conversation did I say I like Donald Trump? The only reason I said I voted for his policies because they were better than the other 2 fucking numbnuts that ran against him. That's why I voted for Donald Trump. I didn't vote for Donald Trump because he liked grabbing women by the pussies. It's not why I fucking voted for him.
The only way you're going to get a change from liberal in those those big fucking hot zones, those big cities, is pretty much the starting point of what's happening when the big cities are being overrun by like free. I'm gonna say it the way I'm thinking it. It might sound bad, like just free range immigrants. Like there's no like point. There's no point. There's no like. There's no
People
point or
just think
purpose.
that
They just added people to the
I'll put it to you
populace
like
and said deal with it.
I'll put it to you like this is probably a better way of saying it, but not so much. People that think they can come into our country because they are allowed to be in these cities and not fucking feel like
I honestly feel like immigration is a necessity and it's good, but you have to regulate it.
Yes.
And you have to have things in place for the people that show up, just so that you're not adding to a problem of homelessness and uncertainty for the people that show up, just because it's where they're coming from. And if you can't do that, then you can't just open borders and be like, come in. You have to have a place for people to go and a place for people to feel worth.
You're not letting criminals in.
Because there's no difference between the only difference between me and a fucking immigrant from fucking Syria is the fact that they were born in Syria. Mm-hmm. I'm not holding that against immigrants. I'm holding it against the government for not having things in place and just opening the borders. I talk to people now, and I'm noticing it more and more every day, where I get newly landed immigrants have no idea what they're doing, have a very low grasp on the language, and they're expected to like jump through government loopholes, not knowing the language to get to a point where they have a place to live, and they don't know what they're doing, and they're fucking ending up on the streets. How is that a benefit to anybody?
It's not. I mean, look how long it takes some of them that want to do things the right way to actually earn a citizenship.
No, I just feel like, and like I don't hold like immigrants responsible for being like, oh, you didn't do it the right way or this way. It's the only way they know, but the government in charge isn't fucking helping them. It's just we got another tick in the box for people we saved from Syria to end up where? On the streets? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about pretty much everything tonight.
I said my piece. I'm done.
Yeah, we'll be back. I'll be back playing Elden Ring sometime this week. Heather, I don't know what you're doing in terms of Crash or Ratchet and Clank.
I might continue Ratchet and Clank and make Crash a kind of every other week kind of thing.
I might get back to Madden Saturday for a hot minute.
But we don't have too much planned for the week. I know Monday we're not doing our roundtable. Next Monday we will be doing it for Guardians, and then we'll do probably the subsequent Monday with Secret Invasion. And Wednesday we have nothing really planned. It might be a night for Prop Hunt. We'll see. Friday, obviously, HUGM. Saturday, potentially Madden or something else. And Sunday, we'll be back in Nobuck's Given. So check us out when you guys have time. And thanks to everybody in the chat for hanging out. It's been a lot of fun. We lost Connor to the wars. But I know.
Usually you lose me with my fucking drooling and...
I'm just glad that like people in the chat were like here having fun with us while we did the card game.
Yep, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll try to find more stuff like this that we could either do online or find hard copy of because.
Yeah, I mean, look out. I mean, we're still gonna contain like the topics with
maybe do a Cards Against Humanity kind of celebration.
I do have a feeling like Nobuck's Given will go through a change. We'll still have our topics, but we might be a lot more interactive in some way. We're in the works. We're talking about things. Anyways, have a good night, everybody, and check us out for at least Wednesday, from my understanding, for group gaming.
Not this guy. I'll be sleeping.
Peace out, bitches.
Night.